So Trump did an interview with Chris Wallace a couple of days ago. I'm going to link the YouTube video of it so you can watch it for yourself. But in that video, Trump said something very important to pay attention to, and I'm going to do a reading on it with the Arcanum Tarot. He was talking in that interview about eliminating Obamacare and putting in his own plan. And not only that, he talked about doing it with other things too. And I'm going to quote what he said because I wrote it down. We're signing a health care plan within 2 weeks, a full, complete health care plan that the Supreme Court decision on DACA gave me the right to do. So what he's talking about is declaring an emergency and going through by decree and making his own laws and erasing existing laws. And then he goes on to say, and nobody will have done that, what I'm doing in the next 4 weeks. The Supreme Court gave the President of the United States powers that nobody thought the President had. So he's really planning on doing something, declaring an emergency or whatever, and going through and just making his own laws by decree. So I want to see, and by the way, Chris Wallace just let that go. He did not respond to him. He didn't ask him further questions on it. He just let him go with that. So, is President Trump going to get rid of Obamacare? Like he says, in the next 2 weeks. Or issue any other decrees. Let's see, is Trump going to start making his own laws on health care? Let's see, first one we have strength. He knows he has the power to do it. He can do it. This is confidence. He did show a lot of confidence in that interview that he had the plan and he was going to do it. This is also about not having to yell about it, just not having to argue, just being able to do it. Do your will without arguing. Crossed by the Fool. So his obstacle is trying to do something that hasn't been done before. Just like he said. Underneath it all, Two of Wands. There he is, looking over at what he can do. Looking at his options. Looking how he's going to put forth into the world what he wants to put forth. In the past, Four of Swords. This is somebody who has retreated from battle. So this is also somebody who's been meditating on something, contemplating something, just thinking about it. Above it all, Eight of Swords. So he may be restricted in some way from doing it. He said he's going to do these things, but he may be restricted in some way. Let's see, in the future, Ten of Wands, yeah, burden. So it looks like he's going to try, at least try very hard to do it, but it's going to be quite the burden for him to do. In the U position, the Queen of Wands. So that is somebody who gets a lot done. That is somebody who is the doer. Somebody who is also admired. He is doing these things because he wants the admiration of his base. He wants to look powerful. But he's got the Queen here. He wants to look like he wants to look like he's powerful and cares about his base. That's what this is. That's what he's trying to do here. That's what he's trying to project around him. Nine of Swords. A lot of anxiety and worry around his efforts to do this. he may actually use this anxiety and worry to try to get these things through. So hopes and fears, Two of Pentacles, hoping that he can play the game, hoping that he can balance the laws in his favor, balance his powers in his favor. And then the outcome, Ten of Cups, wishes coming true for the families. So I feel like this is us, not him, and that he is going to be restricted from doing it. And it's going to be too heavy a burden for him to do. So let me make sure this Ten of Cups, let me extend that a little bit. Now, when I extend it like this is a little less sure, but let's just see if it'll clarify. Who is this Ten of Cups? The Magician. That could be him. Let's see. Six of Pentacles. Charity, helping others. And then Six of Wands, Hero. Ten of Cups is a good card, and it's about relationships. He may look like a hero to his base in some way. He may do something. But he's going to be restricted in some way, so I don't know how he's going to pull that off. Or this may be him trying to restrict us in some way. Now, the thing about these is whatever he does, when the election comes, they can return everything back to the way it was, although it takes a lot of work to do. I'm not sure, guys. I'm not getting a clear view on this. He may actually put some things through. Boy, that's going to be a mess. And then end up looking like a hero to his base, to all those little hands, to his base down there. Those little hands appearing at the bottom of the card, giving them some crumbs as he leaves office. Wow, guys, I don't like the way this looks at all. Anyway, be on the lookout in the next 2 weeks. We'll see if he actually pulls off any kind of decrees. Thanks, guys.